Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Virtual Agent Academy. Thank you for joining. Let's get started. So as always, before getting started, I want to share with you to visit us in the Virtual Agent NLU community. There you'll find all the latest guidance and tips about Virtual Agent and NLU. Also, be sure to if you have any questions, be sure to ask questions there and give answers. All of you by now, as I've said, are experts. So hopefully you're in there answering questions from those new to VA, to Virtual Agent. And check out the latest things that we've written there. If you're watching in YouTube and you like what you're seeing, feel free to click that like and subscribe button. All our Virtual Agent Academies are recorded and all of them are posted to YouTube within the week. So feel free to check out all our past Virtual Agent Academies, share them with your colleagues, or watch them if you want to do any review. Announcement: knowledge is coming, both digital and live. So quickly be sure to grab a seat, whether virtual or live. You can register at knowledge.servicenow.com. I, for one, will be at The Hague Knowledge, May 11th and 12th, and Las Vegas in May 25th and 26th. So come find me and say hello. Some other folks you may see at Knowledge, including Marcel, who's also on the call, as well as Nabil and Paul, and all the folks you may have seen and heard of in Virtual Agent Academy. They may be there as well. So you will see a lot of us. So again, come find us and say hello and check out not only Virtual Agent, but also all the other cool things you'll see at Knowledge. All right, so today's topic will be how to launch your virtual agent with different experiences. So of course, we're all used to, and we all know by now how to launch your virtual agent with greetings, right? Hopefully you're using the dynamic greetings, which is more personable than what's out of box. But we're gonna switch things up a bit in terms of how to launch virtual agent and maybe fulfill some use cases that you all have. So there's no overview slide today. We're going to go straight to exercise building and configuration. These are the things we're going to do today. We're going to first show how to get rid of the show me everything topic, show me everything button. That question comes up every so often. We're going to show how to go directly to a live agent. So maybe you don't want to start with a chat bot. You want to go jump directly to an agent. How to jump directly to a specific topic, and then how to use skip load history to basically clear your history and start your virtual agent with a clean slate. So we're going to go through all of that today now. So I'm going to jump out of my slide and goes to my instance. So this is my San Diego instance. And I'm going to first show you how to create a greeting that does not have the show me everything button. So as you all know, in greetings, show me everything shows you all the possible topics, and you may not want that. Maybe you have too many topics, you just don't want folks to see what topics you've configured, right? Your end users. So let me show you what this looks like. And hopefully I'm sharing my desktop. So let me know in the chat, or Marcel, let me know if you do not see my pop-up virtual agent pop-up for my tester. But you can see right now that it says, hello, Vincent, what can I help you with? But as you see, there's no show me everything. But when I say, oh, I want to look up, email issues, for instance, it'll jump straight to my email topic, right? So how did I build this? So let's go ahead and create a new topic, and I'm going to call it No Show Greetings 2. Okay, now I'm going to make this a setup topic. Okay, and the reason why I'm going to do that is because this is going to be a topic, and this is going to be a greetings topic effectively. And if I want to use it as a greeting topic, then it needs to be a setup topic, not just any other regular topic, right? So the first thing I'm going to do is greet the user by their name. And in order to do that, I do need a script block. And I'm just going to basically, let's see, call this, hello first name, right? And I'm basically going to copy and paste from the dynamic greetings topic. And I've got it off to the side. So I'm just going to do some copy and paste, but you're going to it's going to make a lot of sense, basically, right? So you declare a single out message, and then you're going to declare a variable, user first name, gs.getUser.get first name. And basically you're going to output a single out message, set text part, hello, space, plus user first name, plus exclamation point, period, whatever. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense to you. And it's just some concatenation within this output. And then you're going to return single out message. Okay. So now I've got hello first name. Now I'm going to insert a text input. Okay, I'm going to say, call this input query, right? And my prompt's going to be the same as like, please let me know what I can help you with, right? And what I like to do in my greetings is provide some examples of what to tell the user to type, because we usually get a lot of problems, or not problems, but people either type things too short or type things way too long. It's like they type an entire sentence of what they want. So we're going to provide the user some examples. So like request Zoom access or having email issues, right? So I'm going to give them examples. I do not need to enable NLU to switch topics. I don't need to enable NLU in any greetings ever. Topic discovery handles that for us. Okay, so that's the prompt. So the user's going to type, and then what I'm going to do is run a topic discovery based on what they type. So I'll just call this topic discovery. You can see I've obviously typed this before, and the script here is very simple. Well, this you see some examples of single output and multi-out message, and we used this earlier, but we can delete all this. And essentially the function we want to call is VA-system, and this is all documented in documentation, dot topic discovery. And I'm going to run topic discovery on what exactly? I'm going to run it on the input that the user just typed in, right? So VA inputs dot, and of course it's the user, which is username, but the one we really want to use is input query. Okay, so this is basically saying, hey, run topic discovery, which is the same thing that all our out-of-box dynamics runs on whatever the person typed in up above, right? Click save, and we're done. I'm going to save this. Give it a test. Make sure I don't have any misspellings, and you can see here, it's going to say, hello, Vincent. Vincent is the first name of the admin. What I can help you with. You can say something like, I'll say having email issues. And it'll run topic discoveries, jump straight to the topic, just like before. So that is how you create a greeting without the show me everything, just using topic discovery method. And then the final step is to actually add this as part of your greeting. So to do that, we're going to go to the conversational homepage. Now this is new in San Diego, so this is an excuse for me to show you this new interface. So this is how you set up greetings and branding in San Diego. So in here, I will set up greetings. Go to the default chat experience. Go to setup topics. And if of course, if you've used Quebec and Rome, this all looks familiar to you in terms of custom greetings and setup, just slightly different UI, right? And for greeting, it's currently set to dynamic greeting topic. I'll click on greeting, and I will replace this with my no-show. Where is it? There. Oh, there's no. Oh, you know what? I should publish my topic, my no-show greeting topic. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Let me refresh. This is a different tab. That's probably why it doesn't have it.
Yeah, Victor, while you're pulling that up, I put a documentation link in the chat for some different scripts and variables that you can get familiar with in Virtual Agent.
Thanks, Marcel. So yeah, so that documentation was actually recently updated as of as of last month, in fact. And we've added more methods, including topic discovery. I know that VA scripts was a little, documentation was a little sparse back in the days, but we really fleshed it out, and we're going to continue to flesh it out. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I published that. I'm just going to go. I don't know. I'll try to refresh. Maybe that'll work. There it is. No show greetings 2. Click save, and then hop back to the home here. And I have a VA tester straight in my CI home page. Click try my bot. And voila, here's my no-show greetings. Give it a run. There we go. So some of you may ask, well, how did I jump straight to this topic? Because sometimes you may recall, like, it'll ask me like, hey, are you sure you or is this what you mean, etc. And that may be a bit too jarring or maybe a bit too on the nose. You can change that. And as a reminder, that's in the NLU settings here. So I'll show you where it is in the San Diego CI homepage. So under NLU, you click view settings. And you can see I've turned that off. Ask user if VA topic VA chose is correct. Now, it is usually good practice to turn this on, especially in the early days, because the NLU engine does use this information to train its intelligence, right, for better or for worse. But just for a better user experience, I turn this off so that if it's you saw email issues with like a 94% confidence, don't need to ask people, right? So that is topics, a greeting without show me everything. So using a bit of elements from dynamic greeting and plus some topic discovery, and there you have it. So now let me show you what it looks like in Service Portal, and then we're going to do something a little different. We're going to talk about Live Agent, right? So this is what it looks like in Service Portal. Now that I've configured it to no show greetings, this is what it is. But let's say I'm in Employee Center, and maybe I don't have any, maybe in my Employee Center, my HR service desk doesn't have virtual agent set up yet. So, I don't want to show IT topics. In fact, I don't want to show HR topic, or I'm sorry, chatbot at all. I just want, if you're in HR, please send them straight to a live agent, right? How do I do that? Let's show you. So I'm going to go back here. And I am going to go to the Service Portal Agent Chat configuration page. You'll see what it looks like in a moment. You've all seen that before, despite the name. So inside homepage, I'm going to select a portal. I've got these two, right? I'm going to select Employee Center and click on View Settings. And this should probably all look familiar to you, right? We've been here before for Service Portal. This time, this is for Employee Center, and you'll see here. Live agent only sys parameter is set to basically false. It's the opposite of this VA active with some fancy computer science there. But we're going to set this straight up to true. Okay. And what this is going to do is the next time this thing EC Employee Center chat client runs, it's going to go straight to a live agent. Simple as that. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to, close this. This is hide, so it doesn't close it. I'm going to refresh. And open up chat window. Let me try just closing it and trying again. Although I may need to just end the conversation here. You'll notice like conversations are leaking over between Service Portal and Employee Center. We're going to change that, obviously, but we're not there yet. And right now it's going to tell me no agents are available because I'm not logged in as Beth Goodman or Beth Anglin in my other tab there, but that's how you can still launch virtual agent in here, but live agent only in another portal. Okay, now you'll notice for this, if I were to do right click inspect, you notice that the URL, if I were to go all the way here you go. The URL has a sysparm within it. So you'll notice that the sysparm for the portal is, or the portal branding is EC branding, and live agent only is true, ampersand sysparm portal live agent application equals HR. So you can actually use this to your advantage. So if I were to, let's say I'm inside a page, let's say I'm inside like, I don't know, some other level of employee center service portal, I can add a link in here, like an href link to open virtual agent, the chat client, excuse me, albeit in a different tab. I can open it and control that experience. So, the URL to go directly to a chat client is, whatever that link was you saw in the inspect. I have it pasted here, but you can see this for yourself. But it's basically this, right? It's your instance / SMB web client, and then several sysparms, right? So if I wanted to create a link that took users directly to a live agent, I just create a link like this, right? So if I were to press enter here, this would open a separate chat client, right? And it goes take me straight to live agent. So using this, I could also, within a page, let's say I'm in, I don't know, knowledge base, and I want to add a virtual agent, a chat link here that took me directly to a topic. Let's say, I'm in a knowledge base about hiring. And if someone at this point was trying to like, okay, I want to chat or I want to open virtual agent, I want to show a hiring topic or an email issues topic, right? How do I do that? So we're going to use the same principle, but instead of sysparm live agent only, I'm going to use another sysparm called, quite simply, topic, right? The topic equals the sys of a topic. So I can launch a topic directly just by doing this. And the sys I'm going to grab from the sys CS topic page. So let's see, I'll try to go here from here. You know what? I'll go from, oops. I'll go from the beginning. And I just go to sys, oops, there it is, finally loaded, sys CS topic. And these are all my topics. Obviously, I want one that's whose active is true. And I could basically point to any of these topics. I'll point to email issues, our favorite, right? I'll grab the sys by going into the record, right-click, copy sys. Right, so this is very manual and deterministic. But once you've got it, you paste it in here. But this is effectively your URL that you again add to an href, or you can if you're more advanced, add as an embedded client to run. If I press enter here, this launches my chat client and launches me straight into the email issues topic, right? Yes, this is. I'll try to end the conversation here. Yeah, ended. Okay. So sysparm, very, very powerful. Live agent only is one, topic is one, with different things you can input. So then the next thing, I'm going to pause for questions. Marcel, did we have any questions, or I see some chatter?
Yeah, okay. So we actually have a request, Victor. If you can post in those URL links that you're using to link to the direct topic and to link out to the chat page, that would be great, just to give folks an idea of what the URL is, because it could be.
Yes, let me paste that in chat right now. And I'll try to paste it in the VA Academy like comment section there, but that's the ending URL. Right before that would be your instance.servicenow.com/ and then that's it. That's the example of live launching directly from live agent, and then topic, etc.
Yeah, and then we have a question from an audience member. Can you have the live chat open in the virtual agent directly instead of opening another window? So Katie, what I think I'm hearing you ask is, if you have a link to something, let's say in that example Victor used of hiring, can you have that open in the chat client and not launch out to the separate tab experience for chat?
Yeah, so that's basically what I showed the first time around. I might have glanced over it too quickly, but basically, if you were to edit your agent check config and in here add, live agent only true. Oops, add a comma. Be sure to add a comma. Click save. Then the next time I launch service portal, I'll close this. I'll keep that up. Then it'll launch in that widget, right? It won't launch from, say, a separate window. So that's how I do it, by just doing it here. Okay.
Great.
So yeah. So the last thing I want to show is skip load history true. So you might have saw like some leakage between your service portal and your employee center. And let's say you have multiple portals available running with virtual agent, and you want to keep them separate, or not so much separate sessions. I want to be clear, but I want to clear my previous conversation. I can do that with skip load history. So again, the sysparm here is skip load history : true. And you'll see here, when I did, because it's true, you don't see all my past conversations. So you don't see all the other times I tried to run a live agent. You don't see all the other times I tried to, or I ran the email issues, topic, etc. It is brand new, fresh. And then if I were to also include this variable in the employee center, which I think I did, I'm going to double check here. I'm going to go back to employee center, view settings. Nope, I didn't. I can edit that. Don't forget the comma. Skip load history true. And then let me go back to service portal and try to just run it. I'll turn off live agent only equals true so that I can get back to my chat bot. I can close this tab, don't need that anymore. Okay, so let me refresh. Let me run email, oops. Run email issues. And, blah, 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 it's running a topic. And then let me separately in another window, go to employee center. And because I've set employee center also to skip load history is true, let me just double check one more time. Yep, there it is. Yeah, I'm back to live agent only. There's no, email topic, or I'm not in the midst of one. Just note, however, this ends the conversation in service portal too. So you can't have like two concurrent sessions. That's not what skip load history does. It just basically ends your previous conversation so you can start fresh in another portal or in another context. Okay. Now, a slight variation of that is a new variable called load active only. Okay, so let me see where I can put that. I'll put that in the service portal one. Oh, and we'll conclude with that. So this is new in San Diego. But what this one does is that this actually keeps it's kind of both the best of both worlds. It'll keep your existing conversation, but it'll still clear your history. Okay, so rather than having a long running past conversation of the day or of the session, right, it'll just keep your it'll keep you within your current conversation, but it'll clear your past conversations. So you don't have a long running list. You may even want to do that if, let's say, in employee center, you want the person just to have your HR topics without seeing past IT conversation or past HR conversations about who knows what. So that is what live load active only does. Okay, and that is all for that is all I have in terms of showing you. So just to recap, We talked about no show me everything greetings, how to go directly to a topic, how to go directly to a live agent, and skip load history. So I'll pause here with any questions. Marcel, yeah, feel free to read them to me, or however we want to take care of that.
Okay, great. We had a question in the chat. Are all the parameters available in the documentation? And I posted yes, there's documented variables, but I encourage you to visit the community forum because again, we have some pretty savvy developers on that forum that may have found creative ways to create certain types of experiences. So would definitely encourage you to visit there, post there if you have something that you're trying to do and can't seem to perfect, or you're just reaching out for guidance. And then we have another question regarding a custom virtual agent portal widget. So it's not the standard service portal chat client. Are there any limitations if you have a custom widget with some of the parameters we looked at today, and then also with the greeting topic?
No, there's nothing bad about it. It's definitely more high touch, high code. So you probably don't have some of our out of box configurations that we give you. So nothing wrong with that. Just just be sure that it's what you want, right? It's acting as desired. And yeah, I'd say again, nothing wrong with that. I'm just thinking like worst case scenario, like maybe in the future we add some new feature in our default widget that you may have to manually uptake in your custom widget, but that's as bad as it gets, which really isn't bad at all. So no problems with that. We try to provide as much out of box tools as possible to you, but if you have your own set requirements that requires a custom virtual agent widget, then by all means you can have your own.
Yep. And just as Victor said, maybe a little bit of extra testing with each patch or release that you uptake, just to make sure that things maintain their integrity. All right. And then one last question. Do we have any information on integrating virtual agent with Google Chat, or will there be a spoke available soon, like a Microsoft Teams?
Yeah, so unfortunately, we don't have an out-of-box integration with Google Chat, and I'll differentiate out-of-box integration versus not out-of-box. Out-of-box integrations we have with like Teams and Slack and Facebook Messenger. You might have heard of those. If we don't have an out-of-box integration available, it's still technically possible using something called the Custom Chat Integration Framework, or CCIF. So if you search for that in the docs, you may see it. And you can use that to integrate with other messaging clients. Just be aware that it is very custom and high code. So perhaps not as guided as our virtual agent API and other out-of-box integrations.
Great, thanks, Victor. And then a question regarding languages. So we have a question about just some difficulty routing some of the cues to an agent depending on the language skill. So any guidance there when you're working with the live agent and multilingual routing?
Yeah, that's a good question and a good use case I've seen a lot of. I'm going to copy. So Eric, I'm going to copy in your chat, and I will try to cover that in the future. So that is basically live agent routing via queues. Long or very brief answer. You do have to set your queue conditions or your queue skills, one of those two things, to different languages to enable that experience. But we'll show that pretty soon. Stay tuned.
Yeah, that's a great question, and that may be a great future session, as Victor said, something on really perfecting that multilingual experience from the virtual agent NLU side all the way through to the live agent experience.
Yep. So yeah, any other questions? Otherwise, I think we're at time, Marcel.
We are. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone. Great questions, great participation. We love seeing you guys every other week.
Yep. Thank you, everyone. Have a good one. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye.